Hi, my name's Dave Weller. I'm the owner of a local, that is San Francisco, South San Francisco Bay Area health promotion company. And I thought I'd add a little bit of information to our website. One thing I'll mention today is how to cook up a good pot of brown rice, and then I will also mention how to bake up some healthy granola cereal for you. So let's start off with the rice, which is actually already cooked. What I did was I had 2 cups of liquid. Most of the time I use water, and when I boil it, I throw in a little bit of butter or olive oil or some other kind of oil just to add a little bit of extra flavor to the rice. So I take 2 cups of liquid, and it can be something like this low sodium vegetable broth that I got from Trader Joe's. It can be something simple as this. The important part of this is low sodium. The vast majority of Americans get too much sodium in their diet. So watch for excess sodium in your diet. This happens to be low sodium broth. If you like to use bouillon, I would recommend against it. Bouillon tends to be very, very high in sodium. Again, sodium is a flavor enhancer. Salt is a flavor enhancer, and sodium is a part of salt. So stay away from bouillon. Look for low sodium liquids to use in cooking your rice. So I boiled up 2 cups of water in this case, and I've already added actually a cup of brown rice. This happens to be organic. I like the idea of eating organically because I don't like the idea of pesticides and herbicides and things like that in the food that I eat. So approximately a cup of brown rice, since that's what I want to cook. I throw in a little bit of, maybe a tablespoon or 2 of wheat berries, in this case, that I got from my local store. You can throw in, although I didn't this time, throw in wild rice as well, which I purchased at our local store. And I got this quinoa package from Costco. There's a lot here. That's one of the problems, is probably everybody knows with purchasing material at Costco, is there's way too much, generally too much. And this will probably hold me for about 5 years anyway. So I've got it all cooked up. When the water or broth started to boil, I put in a little bit of butter, possibly a little bit of olive oil, mixed it around a little bit, threw in the rice, stirred it up a little bit, turned it down. This happens to be an induction stove, cooktop rather, that cooks things really nicely at a low temperature. So I set my timer for 45 minutes in this case, since it's whole grain rice. 45 minutes, cooked it up, and when the timer went off, I had some really nice looking rice and wheat and quinoa at the end of that process. There are a lot of different things that you can do with rice like this. If you happen to be looking for something interesting, maybe slightly exotic to do with your rice, you can put chutney on it. It's kind of adds an interesting flavor to rice. You can also do a stir fry, of course, throw in a lot of vegetables together in a pan, cook it up, take some of your rice, put the stir-fried vegetables on top, and that's great. It's a great meal. One of the things I also wanted to talk about today was baking up some granola, making your own granola. And so what I did was I took some, in this case, organic oats from Trader Joe's that I buy there. You could buy at Whole Foods or your other local health food store. A lot of these organic oats, and I mixed them up with, in this case, some sesame seeds and a little bit of brown sugar and some oil to lubricate the whole thing. And my pan is in the oven right now, cooking up with this granola. And I set it for a low temperature after I tossed everything together in this cookie sheet, actually. Tossed it all together, mixed it amongst, and put it on a low oven for about anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes. Low oven meaning, to me anyway, about 225 to 250. Mixed it all up, put it in the oven, turned it over every once in a while, and at the end of the 20 or 30 minutes, you've got a healthy batch of granola that you've cooked up with the ingredients that you wanted to have in your cereal, not something that you purchased in a package from the local store.